Demonstrate a BodyTalk technique that you can practice at home as part of a self-care regimen. And I also encourage you to practice it because it will also deepen the results of your sessions. So it's called the BodyTalk Cortices technique, and the focus is on enhancing communication um, in your brain, as well as communication between your brain and your body, and the many feedback loops that happen throughout the day, so that sometimes when we get stressed out, when we're tired, when we have a lot going on in our lives, our brain isn't necessarily functioning as optimally as it could be. So this is a really simple technique that can help to improve overall focus, take you out of fight flight and move you into more of a calm state for just better responses overall. So it is called the Cortices technique because we are going to be focusing on balancing all of the brain's cortices. And there are a number of different hand positions that I will take you through step by step. And then there is going to be gentle tapping, and the tapping will happen over your head to bring awareness to what's happening. And then over your heart, brain, for storing the information and the changes that are happening with this focus, and then finally to the gut brain. And that is many reasons, but the primary one, helping to sort of digest and let go of anything that is ready to let go of, being stress or just whatever just happened during the day. So how we begin is you take one hand with your fingers closed and you just place that in the very back of, in a way you're cradling the back of your head at the occipital level. And then you're just going to take a deep breath and begin tapping gently over your head. And when you're tapping both sides of your head. Then bring your hand down, tapping your heart. And then finally bringing your hand down and tapping your, really over your navel area. And then you're going to repeat that. So tapping over your head, over your heart, all the while doing slow breaths and over your navel. So you do that cycle twice, and then you take your hand up, you move it to the next area of your brain, and you begin tapping over your head with deep breaths, over your heart with deep breaths, and then finally over your navel area. And then repeating that again. And so with the focus on enhancing that communication over your heart, between the left and right hemispheres of your brain, and then just moving your hand up to the next area and begin tapping over your head, over your heart, over your navel with deep breaths, and repeating that, tapping over your head, over your heart, and over your navel. And then you're going to move your hand to the front area, the prefrontal cortex, and continue the tapping sequence, tapping over your head brain, over your heart brain, and over your gut brain for 2 cycles. And then finally, you're going to take both hands and you're going to place them at the sides of your head to represent the temporal lobes. And you move one hand up, begin tapping over your head while breathing, tapping over your heart and over your navel. Replace that hand to the side of your head, lift the other hand up, and continue tapping over your head while taking deep breaths over your heart and over your navel. And then replace the hand, and that is the technique. So it's a pretty simple technique once you get the hang of it. Pretty much do it within about 2 minutes. One of the ways that I ensure that I'm doing this technique is I usually do it when I first get up in the morning, and I frequently will do it before I go to sleep. I think what I'll also do is send just a sheet with case studies on the benefits of this technique. Yeah, I'll just send that along with the email. Okay, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.